Now, Old Gold's new Spin Filter cigarettes, the best taste yet in filter cigarettes, presents Rough Riders.
This is the story of three men who came to be known as the Rough Riders. Many years later, and half a continent away, that name was to win undying glory on the slopes of San Juan Hill. But our story is the beginning of the legend. Three men who rode roughshod through the danger and the lawlessness that was the United States in the 1860s. Three men who came to be known in awe and admiration as the Rough Riders.
Test for taste. Test for taste.
Yes, test for taste. And you'll discover Old Gold's new Spin Filter cigarette. Cools the smoke naturally. Gives you the best taste yet in a filter cigarette. Here's a filter cigarette that does more than reduce tar and nicotine. A filter that actually improves smoking taste. With Old Gold's new Spin Filter cigarettes, each puff you take spins the smoke around and around the filter fibers, cools the smoke naturally. You get the cool, mild taste of truly fine tobaccos. So, no matter what kind of cigarette you're now smoking, try Old Gold's new Spin Filters and make your own test for taste. Do it any way you want. A cigarette, a pack, a carton. Here's the best taste yet in a filter cigarette. Old Gold's exclusive new Spin Filter is another new development in smoking pleasure from P. Lorillard Company. First, with the finest cigarettes through Lorillard Research. Hi there, I'm Vern Smith. Say, I'd like you to remember this idea the next time your own cigarette doesn't taste quite as good as it should. Try Old Gold's new Spin Filter and test for taste. I think you're going to like what you find here, because here's a filter that does more than reduce tar and nicotine. It actually improves smoking taste, too. Yes, every puff spins the smoke around and around the filter fibers, cools the smoke naturally. You get the cool, mild taste of truly fine tobaccos. But don't take my word for it. Make your own test for taste. Do it any way you want. A cigarette, a pack, a carton. Old Gold's new Spin Filter gives you the best taste yet in a filter cigarette. Oh, and say, speaking of cartons, here's a smart idea for Christmas time. Get Old Gold's new Spin Filter in these bright new Christmas cartons. And then you'll be ready with a present for friends who drop in unexpectedly with a present for you. Remember, Old Gold filters in the new Christmas cartons.
Out in the Old West, a man often had to decide for himself what to do. You know what? Things haven't changed so much. Man still has a lot of things to decide for himself. Take cigarettes. Nobody can tell you how a cigarette tastes except you yourself. But I can give you a tip. Old Gold's new Spin Filters. Here's a filter that does more than reduce tar and nicotine. It improves smoking taste, too. Sound impossible? Maybe. But you test for taste, you will see. Old Gold filters give you the best taste yet in a filter cigarette.
Old Gold's new Spin Filter cigarettes, product of P. Lorillard Company, first with the finest cigarettes through Lorillard Research, has presented Rough Riders.
Watch for our next story of these three men whose every path crossed adventure. Adventure destined to create the legend of the Rough Riders.